Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a foundation review, wear test demo, all that on the latest addition to the L'Oreal True Match line. This is their new serum foundation, and not to be confused with the other foundation I love that has hyaluronic acid in it. This is the new one that is a dropper. So it's their hyaluronic tinted serum foundation from the True Match line. There are 10 shades in total. They all are really forgiving. So I could use this probably if I was a 3 or a 6, like truly. It's super light in its pigment and definitely forgiving in the range that who can use this. So I feel like a bunch of people can get away with different shades. Showing you a real close up of this foundation bottle. You can see there's a luminescence that's running through the foundation, and you definitely need to shake this up so that you don't have that kind of separation in it. This foundation went viral. It was really hard to get a hold of, but I was able to pick mine up at Shoppers. It retailed for $19.99 there, and I was checking on Ulta, and it was the same price in the US, which was strange. Usually it's much more expensive in Canada. Pretty messy upon opening. Gets all around the lid, if you can see that, so you just kind of got to be careful when you're opening this up. It says to apply with fingers to the face. It's the first foundation of its kind that has 1% hyaluronic acid in it. So you can see, even in that amount of product, there is definitely this really natural luminescence to it. Luminescence? It's early, okay? We're starting this foundation review at 7:08, and we're gonna see how long we can wear this. I do have dark spot, blemish. It's a really hurty one. I'm starting to bruise from the other day when I smashed my head off my dresser. You guys watched that video? Still super tender. In terms of coverages, I would consider this sheer. There really isn't too much coverage to it, so if you're looking for a really sheer product, you probably would like this. I have tested it before, and it does wear nicely. Usually with serum foundations, I find my skin eats it up. This one does keep the pigment on the skin, and it doesn't just disappear into my skin. The only issue I have with this specific shade is that it does look a little orange on me, unfortunately. So as much as the depth matches my skin, the undertone is just off. So that's something that throws it off for me specifically. And that's kind of hard to do with only 10 shades, getting the undertones correct, because if the undertone is off, like, that's not good. I can work with a too light foundation with the right undertone. I can't really work with the wrong undertone. That's one layer on my skin. I really like how it looks like at the high points of my face. Gives that natural luminescence. Very sheer coverage, so I'd have to do some spot concealing, which I will do, but it does say it's buildable, so I wanted to show you guys a second layer of this. And it feels like nothing is on your skin. Like super, super lightweight. This is how 2 layers of the foundation looks like on my skin. I think it looks really nice. I like it with a second layer. I definitely need that second layer to just overall even my skin. I do obviously need to spot conceal here and do my concealer the rest of my makeup, but you will see how the completed face looks like once I come back, and we will discuss more about the foundation. I'm back. I just quickly finished off my face, did my spot concealing, my concealer, lightly set with some translucent powder, my bronzer, blush, lips. I'll link it all down below for you guys, but this is how the skin is looking. I think it looks really nice put together. Feels like nothing's on my skin. It completely set down on my skin as well. This is as natural as it gets. It just looks like your skin. It is extremely natural. So if you're looking for something with that skincare added to the foundation that looks really natural, feels lightweight on the skin, you probably would like this, but I want to show you guys the wear test, just how it performs on my skin throughout the day. I am fairly normal skin right now. I can lean sometimes dry, but right now I'm pretty normal. And with the addition of the hyaluronic acid, it retains the moisture, and it's really helpful for people with my skin type. So I was happy I was able to get my hands on this, and I will update you guys throughout the day on how this looks like on my skin. There are definitely pros and cons to this foundation, as I discussed throughout, but I feel like how it wears throughout the day is the real test for any makeup for me. Does it hold up? Does it wear? I want to know, so I will check back in with you guys throughout the day to show you how it's holding up. I am back. I am doing my final check-in with you guys. It is 6:30 right now, and I'm going to be inserting some pictures of how this foundation wore throughout the day. I did several check-ins throughout the day just so you could see if there's any wear, where I found there was wear on my face. And I was also out and about today doing a bunch of errands, had an appointment. So I had to put my mask on for a bunch of things, for about 4 things. And I didn't find there was too much transfer on my mask. I feel so gross showing this. It was just my nose region that I noticed some transfer. And it didn't come off on its own. Obviously, it was because of my mask that took it off. And I feel like it wasn't even that bad because I've had masks which look way worse than that. As you can tell, this foundation holds up really nicely, which is really surprising for me only because typically with my skin, it eats serum foundations. Any sort of tinted product that is super thin and sheer, like this foundation, my skin tends to eat up and I find the pigment tends to lose on my skin. I end up not having enough coverage at the end of the day, but this does not do that at all. It is here, it locks onto my skin, it stays nicely. Wouldn't even really have to set this foundation either. In the video, I didn't prime, I didn't set my face with setting spray either. So I could take a bunch of other steps that would make this look even better on my skin. So a standalone product, this is for me. Great foundation if you're looking for something sheer but buildable and that has skincare ingredients. But I just wanted to show you now, because I didn't at the beginning, what this isn't that I was referring to. So this is the foundation that I absolutely love. It's the True Match with hyaluronic acid, and this is their super blendable foundation. So it is different. It's the one with the dropper. So it still has hyaluronic acid in this one. This, if you want more coverage, more of a glam sort of look, but perfect for everyday, still lightweight. This is good for your everyday sort of makeup and everything that I kind of wanted for when I was looking for something for the winter for me, because I wanted something that was everyday but also hydrating, and this looks extremely natural on my skin, plus wears nice and has that hydration that I'm looking for that's gonna bring me through the cooler months, which I absolutely hate, and wreaks havoc on my skin. So I'm looking forward to having this in rotation throughout the cooler months, and I'm really happy with how this worked out for me. The first time I tested it out, I honestly didn't like it that much, but it was because I used just one layer on my skin and I really didn't do too much else. So for me, 2 layers gives me what I want, the sort of finish, the wear that I want, and I'm really happy with the results. And you can see in the photos that it definitely did hold up really nicely. The first picture though that I took, I couldn't believe how smooth my skin looked. Something about it just made me look more youthful, I found. It was just, I don't know. I really liked it. It gave me a little confidence boost there, seeing that it just really smoothed out my skin. And I do have a pore issue, and I found it looked pretty smooth in that photo. It's paraben free, fragrance free. It did everything it claimed to do and more, because it doesn't claim to be a long wearing product, but I feel like it definitely held on to my skin, and I'm really happy about that. So if you're able to get your hands on it and you like L'Oreal foundations like me, I would definitely check this one out. And I'm not typically one who goes towards the sheer tinted products. I'm more so like something that's medium, but this definitely can be built up to a fairly light medium coverage at most. With a little bit of concealer, spot concealing, you can get a beautiful flawless canvas, I feel like, with it. And I'm definitely going to continue to be using this. So thank you guys so much for watching. Have you checked this out? Have you been able to get your hands on it? What are your thoughts on this? Because honestly, I didn't have too high of expectations. I know a lot of people were raving about it, but still, just looking at it, outsider's perspective, and based on other things that I've tried that are similar, I didn't think it would work out for me, but I'm very happy that it did. That is all for this foundation review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if there's other foundations you want me to check out in the future and review next. Leave it in the comment section below. If you have not subscribed already, I would love for you to do so by hitting the red subscribe button, the bell if you want to be notified of all my future videos, and I will see you guys in my next one.